fabulous weekend, second grade. Our flashcards have been waiting for you, so let's dive right in. Let me hear it. Ow, O, oi, whir, ooh, ah, ah, n, ah, ow, k, s, oi, r, g, j. Awesome job starting off the week. Let's get started. Happy Tuesday, second grade. I hope you had a great weekend and welcome back to our next week of February. And let's of course kick it off with reading. Today in reading, we are going to be meeting more letter teams and adding to our decoding toolbox. But before we get to meet these new letter teams, we have to warm up our brain with speed decoding. You know, it's always coming. So today, the group that we are going to practice decoding has all those prefixes we learned about last week. A prefix is a small part that's attached to the beginning of a word that changes its meaning. So let's remind ourselves and decode some words. Okay, Super Scholars, what word is this? Unwell. What does it mean to be unwell? It means you're not well anymore. The opposite of well. Good job. What about this one? Be extra careful. Rewrite. What does it mean to rewrite? To do it again, write again. Awesome. Up next, we've got, there's a vowel team. Untie, untie. What does it mean to untie? That something's no longer tied, the opposite of tie. Awesome. What about this one? Remix. What does it mean to remix? To do it again. Mix again. And last one. Vowel team. Repay. What does it mean to repay? To pay again. Do it again. Good job warming up with our prefixes. Let's look at our learning target. It says, I can identify 3 different times when GH is silent. So we are continuing our silent team trend and looking at this pattern GH. We're going to say GH teamed up in quite a few words, and there are 3 times when it goes silent. Gonna be honest, GH is a little bit of a tricky pattern, and we're going to start learning about it all this week. So, when are these 3 times when GH totally goes unnoticed and is silent? So, the first time, second grade, when GH is silent is when GH follows I. So when GH comes walking right behind the letter I, it goes silent and doesn't make a sound. So the pattern we would see in words is IGH. This GH is right behind the I, and therefore our little 2-lettered pattern is silent. So altogether, these 3 letters only make the sound Can you repeat after me? I-G-H. I. One more time. I-G-H. I. So all together, we only say one sound for I, G, and H. So let's check out some examples. So over here, we've got 3 letters that are acting as the vowel sound. So our vowel is I-G-H. What sound does it make? I. So the word is bright. Bright. Good job. Like bright. Something's really in your face. Awesome. What is this word? We've got I-G-H is the vowel. What sound does I-G-H make? I. So the word is light. A bright light. Awesome. Over here, our vowel, I-G-H. And it says I. So the word is night. Night. We sleep at night. So we can see in these words, these 3 letters, when they're teamed up all together, all they say is the I sound. Because our GH is silent. So 2nd grade, this is just the first instant when GH is silent. Let's check out number 2 and 3. So also, GH is silent when GH follows AU or OU. We've met these patterns before as our O teams. So when we see GH coming up behind AU and OU, that's our clue to know it's silent. For example, in our reading, we would see AU-GH, so 4 letters altogether, and OU-GH, another 4 letters altogether. But this big group only makes one sound. Both with AU and OU, these groups, these teams, make the sound for when you're trying to open your mouth as a dentist. The sound. Or it's also the short O sound. Octopus. We know AU says but we've been learning how OU can say ow, ow. But now that it's teamed up with GH, this 4-letter team will say ah. So that's your clue. We know OU can say ow, but when it's with GH, all together, they will say ah. It's a little tricky, but another tool for your toolbox. So 2nd grade, let's look at it in some words. So all together, our vowel saying one sound is AU-GH. What sound does AU-GH make? So the word is caught. I caught the ball. It might get tricky to see that 4 letters are making one sound, but we are going to keep practicing today. Okay, over here. Our vowel is OU-GH. What sound does OU-GH make? The same sound. So the word is thought. Thought. I thought about that yesterday. This is a past tense verb. I thought. So, Super Scholars, in both these examples, we can see how these 4 letters, they're only making one sound. That's because because that GH is going silent. So this is a little bit tricky to get used to, saying one sound for all those letters, but we of course are going to practice in our awesome workbook. But we can't get there until we give ourselves a brain break for all our work so far. So stand up with me, that you're on your 2 feet, and you're ready to move your body. So second grade, which of these household items would you rather fly on in the sky? Would you rather fly on a broom? If so, you're going to do twists for 5 seconds. Or would you rather fly on a vacuum? If so, you're going to do squats for 5 seconds. You got to pick. Which of these would you rather fly on? A broom or a vacuum? What would you choose? I think a broom because it seems lighter. So I'm going to do twists for 5 seconds. You got your pick? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Good job moving your body. And as you sit back down in your lovely seat, you're going to find page 95. Where is it? Over here. Page 95. So find page 95 so we can practice that silent GH. Okay, so on page 95, you can see there's 2 sections. This top section, we're going to focus on IGH, and the bottom section will focus on AUGH and OUGH. So this page is going to ask us to change the words in slightly different ways so we can create more and more words with the same vowel pattern. So let's start doing that. So on page 95, can you come up to number 1? Number 1. It tells us to start with, can you trace in this word? Can you write it super neatly? Just trace it. Awesome. Now I need you to underline the vowel. So that's I with the GH, since they all say the same sound. So IGH. What sound does IGH say? I. So the word is light. Be light. Good job. So now, over on number 2, this page is giving us directions of how we're going to change a piece of this word and make a new one. So we have light, and now we need to add F before L. So we have to add an F before the L. Where's the L in this word? At the beginning, right in the front. So an F needs to go first before any other letter. An F, and then we're going to write our word light. Okay, in this new word, can you still underline the vowel? Where's the vowel here? Awesome. IGH says what sound? I. So the word is light. Flight. To be in flight in the air. Flight. Good job, second grade. Okay, so this is the top with I. Let's move on down to number 5. Okay, taking a look at number 5, we're now going to focus with AU and OU. So, are you there with number 5? It says start with, there's a word here. Can you trace it? Can you trace in the word? Can you underline the vowel? We have A-U-G-H. They're all going to say one sound together. So what is it, second grade? A-U-G-H says what sound? job. These 4 letters are all just making our ah sound. Okay, let's see number 6. How are we going to make a new word? Number 6, it says change C to T. So we have to switch out a letter. So where is the C in this word? Right in front. So we're going to take this C and change it to a T. Can we do that? So instead of the C, I'm going to write a T and then keep writing the rest of that word. Okay, in this new word, can you underline the vowel? All 4 letters. A-U-G-H makes what sound? Ah, ah. So the word is ought, taught. I taught in the past. To teach is the present, but taught is in the past. That's a past tense verb. Okay, 2nd grade. So here with 5 and 6, we were working with AU and our silent GH in order to build more words and our decoding knowledge. So what you're going to do, Super Scholars, is of course, I need you to finish this page 95. So you need to finish that top section with IGH, II, and then work down here with OUGH. Remember, these patterns say the same sound. So the first thing you need to do is finish page 95, paying close attention to those changing directions to make your new words. When you're done with page 95, you're going to take a video of yourself reading the words that we created. So all you need to do is read the column of our silent GH words. This column right in the middle. You're going to take a video of yourself reading me these words accurately and automatically as best you can. So of course, finish 95, then read me all our awesome new words. Okay, lovely people, thank you so